What's on, guys? Just here back to my channel. Tonight, I'll be doing a review for Friday Night Smackdown, so let's get to it then. We kick off with the Smackdown and all stuff with shots and Jacob Fatu and with Priest walks by Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu and starts a fight. LA Knight walks by and heads to the ring. LA Knight gets on the mic and talks about asking for his rematch and instead getting a number 1 contenders match. Um, Knight talks about Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu interfering in this match last week. He blames Damien Priest for Sikoa and Fatu interfering. Damien Priest makes his way out and says last week was about Drew McIntyre and that's why he came out and attacked Drew McIntyre. Knight tells Priest he picked the wrong time to do that. And the bell rang because of Priest. Priest says he saved Knight because McIntyre would have claymored him and pinned him. See me. Knight says just because it happened to Priest and that Priest should not put that on Knight. Knight tells Priest to not let his failures be Knight's failure. Priest points out that Knight lost his title at WrestleMania. Knight says he isn't the number 1 contender because of Priest. Priest tells him it's all his fault, and if he got his head out of his ass, he would still be champion. Knight says they're cool, but if Priest keeps talking like this, then it'll be trouble. Priest says they should have their match now. Hold on, guys. Golly, something's in the way. Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and get with the first match and stuff. Alright, so right away is, the first match is Damien Priest versus LA Knight. We come back from the commercial break, and Priest match is well underway. Priest has Knight in a headlock. Knight counters and puts Priest in a hold. That trade holds. Knight chops Priest and they lock up again. Priest connects with a smack to Knight's face, and Knight fires back with punches, and then it's taken down by Priest. Priest slams down Knight, slams down Knight and runs into him in the corner. Knight kicks Priest back and covers him for 2. Priest goes to walk the ropes and Knight counters and slams down Priest. Knight punches Priest and takes down Priest with a clothesline and a rushing leg sweep. Knight then hits a jumping net breaker and covers Priest for a near fall. Priest chops Knight and walks into a slam by Knight. Knight goes for an elbow, but Priest catches him. Priest hits a clothesline on Knight and covers him for 2 count. Priest sets up for Razor's Edge, but Knight counters out of it and hits a DT on Priest. Knight climbs the ropes and hits a flying elbow on Priest and covers Priest for 2, and we cut a commercial break. Back on SmackDown, Knight places Priest on the top turnbuckle and then climbs up there with him. Knight sets up for a superplex, and Priest and Knight punch each other instead. Priest kicks Knight and sets up for the Razor's Edge and slams down Knight. Priest covers Knight for a near fall. Priest goes to hit South of Heaven, and Knight counters Priest and Priest hits a broken arrow on Knight. And then climbs the turnbuckles. Knight runs up and hits a superplex on Priest and covers for 2. Knight knocks Priest down the ring and then tries for a baseball slide, but Priest catches him and hits a flatliner on the apron. Solo Sikoa runs out and starts beating on Priest. Winner by disqualification during Priest. Sikoa tosses Priest around outside the ring and then gets in the ring and starts attacking Knight. Sikoa goes to deliver a spike to Knight, but Priest comes in and punches Sikoa, and Knight hits a BFT on Sikoa. Priest and Knight stare at each other down, and then Priest clears the announce desk and goes to hit the South of Heaven on Sikoa. Jacob Fatu runs down and spears Priest, and then Samoa Joe, I'm sorry, oh, shoot, I shouldn't have said that. Then Samoa drops Knight onto the announce table. Fatu then hits a running hip attack on Priest, who was laid out against the barricades. Alright, so Sikoa tosses Priest around the ring and then gets in the ring and starts attacking Knight. Sikoa goes to deliver a spike to Knight, but Priest comes in and pushes Sikoa, and Knight hits the BOT on Sikoa. Priest and Knight stare each other down, and then Priest clears the announce desk and goes to hit the South of Heaven on Sikoa. Jacob Fatu runs down spears Priest, and then someone drops Knight onto the announce table. Fatu then hits a running hip attack on Priest, who was laid out against the barricades. Our backstage catching up and all that stuff, blah blah, with all them. So, anyways, second match is Pretty Deli, Elton Prince, and Kit Wilson versus Fraxum, Nathan Frazier, and Axiom. Alright, anyways, the second match. Alright, Wilson and Axiom start out. Wilson knocks down Axiom, and Axiom flips out of an arm bar and drop kicks Wilson. Frazier is tagged in, and Wilson is double teamed. Frazier takes down Wilson, and Wilson kicks down Frazier. Frazier is arm dragged and covered for 1 count. Frazier is kicked in the back, and Prince is tagged in. Prince boots Frazier in the corner and delivers some punches to Frazier. Frazier kicks Priest and tags down Axiom. Priest is double team, and Wilson enters the ring, and Fraxum takes out Pretty Deli, and they hit a few suicide dives on Pretty Deli. Axiom covers Prince in the ring, and for a near fall, Axiom throws Prince into a stretch submission and splashes out onto Prince, but he catches Axiom and tags Wilson. Pretty Deli double team Axiom, and we cut a commercial break. Alright, back from commercial break. Wilson has Axiom in arm bar submission. Axiom powers out, but is slammed down. Wilson throws Axiom down again and covers for a quick one. Quick one count. Wilson locks Axiom in another hold, and Axiom chops his way out of the hold and attacks Frazier. Excuse me, guys, I'm sorry. Frazier drops kicks both Wilson and Prince and slams into Prince, who is legal as Wilson tagged out. Frazier hits a double TET on both members of Pretty Deadly. Frazier hits a shooting star press on Prince, and he covers Prince for a near fall. Frazier and Prince are now on the top turnbuckle. Wilson tags in, and Frazier didn't see the tag. Wilson powerbombs Frazier and covers for a near fall. Wilson and Frazier beat on each other in the ring, and Fraxium get Wilson on the top rope. Axiom hits a Spanish fly, and Frazier hits a Phoenix splash and gets the win. So winners are Fraxium. Alright, before walking backstage about Chelsea Green and all that stuff, blah blah. So anyways, alright, we cut Nia Jax walking backstage, cut a commercial break. We cut back from commercial break, and Nia Jax is making her way to the ring. Jax responds to the boos by saying she was missed and she's happy she's back. No, I didn't miss you at all. She says this whole time she was home regrouping so she can take what's hers. Tiffany Stratton comes out. Stratton tells Jax she's not the same Stratton that Stratton says that Jax used to bully her. Stratton tells Jax she's being Charfair, and if guys, I'm so sorry. And if she and Jax were to lock up again, she'd beat her too. Stratton says she would defend her title against Jax at any time and any place. Naomi's music hits, and she comes out to join the party. This party, Naomi says it's funny to see them fighting because for a long time they made Naomi's life hell. Together, Naomi says she's changed too, and she's a new Naomi. Naomi says she took out Jay Cargo, and she's now looking at Stratton go. Jay Cargo's music plays, and Cargo marches to the ring. Stratton and Jax go at it, and Cargo and Naomi go at it. Cargo and Stratton send Naomi and Jax out of the ring, and then stand in the ring and circle each other. Nick Aldis comes out and make this a tag match for later tonight. Alright, the Miz and Carmelo Hayes walk past Chase for before a Miz's match against Asher Black and all that stuff. So anyways, come on. Alright, third match. The Miz with Carmelo Hayes versus Aleister Black. Alright, third match. Alright, the Miz charges at Black, and Black connects with a spinning kick, knocking the Miz down. Black and the Miz take turns taking each other down, and Black intercepts a kick from the Miz, and the Miz attacks Black. Black sends the Miz outside the ring, and the Miz gets back in the ring, and Black smokes him in the face and knees him. Black covers the Miz for a near fall, and then kicks the Miz out the ring again. Hayes distracts Black, and the Miz flips Black over. Oh, yeah, so sorry guys. Reading makes me sleepy. Flips back over the bros, smashing into LED boards around the apron, and we cut a commercial break. Come on. Alright, we come back to Smackdown after the commercial break. The Miz hits a double axe handle on Black and mocks the crowd. The Miz splashes onto Black in the corner and sends Black outside the ring. The Miz tries to jump onto Black, outside the ring, and Black knees the Miz and the gut. Back in the ring, Black takes down the Miz and sweeps the Miz off his feet. Black hits a springboard moonsault and covers the Miz for two. The Miz stomps down Black and hits a DT and covers Black for a near fall. The Miz kicks Black in the chest 3 times, and Black catches the fourth kick and elbows the Miz and then kicks him down. The Miz guillotines Black on the ropes and goes for the skull crushing finale, but Black cartwheels out of it and kicks the Miz in the head. Black gets the Miz on his feet and Hayes distracts Black, and the Miz rolls up Black for a near fall. Black connects with the Black Mass and gets the win. So winner is Aleister Black. After the match, Black and Hayes stand in the ring and circle each other. Hayes eventually leaves the ring. Yes, I'm happy he's back. Alright, so Escobar and all of them were backstage talking about, whatever else. But anyways, alright, fourth match coming out, Zelina Vega versus Piper Niven with Chelsea Green and Alba Fire. Niven goes to attack Vega, and Vega kicks Niven a couple of times and then locks Niven in a stretch submission hold to roll up Niven, but can't move Niven. Niven tries to sit on Vega, but Vega moves out of the way. Vega kicks Niven at course for a quick 1 count in the corner. Vega flips over Niven, and Niven takes down Vega with a shoulder check. Vega rolls out of the ring and gingerly makes her way back in, and Niven starts striking down Vega. Vega tries to swing Niven into the corner, but Niven throws Vega into the corner and hits a face buster on Vega. Vega is dumped down, and Niven slams Vega's face into a turnbuckle, so we cut commercial break. Alright, returning to SmackDown, Niven has Vega on the mat, and Vega starts punching Niven. Niven catches Vega and slams her down and covers for a 2 count. Niven chokes Vega and swings her around while choking her. Vega punches Niven and strikes Niven in the face. Vega hits a code breaker followed by a knee to Niven. Vega runs at Niven, and Niven slams her down and sentons onto Vega. Niven covers Vega, and Vega kicks out. Vega kicks Niven from the top rope, and Niven punches Vega, who is still sitting on the top turnbuckle. Niven goes up top and is knocked down, and Vega comes out the top rope with a meter aura and covers Niven for 2. Vega tries for code red, but it's counter, and Niven hits a spinning sidewalk slam and covers Vega for 2. Vega dodges a cannonball and hits some running knees on Niven in the corner. Vega hits a DT on Niven and hits a moonsault and covers Niven for 2. Niven counters another code red, and Niven tries to powerbomb Vega, who counters and sends Niven into the ropes. Green gets on the apron to distract Vega, and Niven goes to hit Vega from behind, but knocks Green off the apron. Vega rolls up Niven for the win. So winner is Zelina Vega. Alright, then Goldust and talks to Soulsicon about that it's his fault and also blah blah. So anyways, we have a segment coming up. Randy Orton. Randy Orton makes his way out to the ring. Orton says he knows we are 2 hours into the show, but welcomes Des Moines, Iowa to Friday Night SmackDown. Orton starts off addressing John Cena. He says when the world couldn't see him, Orton could. He knew from day one the type of man Cena is. Arrogant, selfish, and an entitled brat. He says Cena is a shiny toy that the ultimate puppet masters play with. He calls Cena a real-life, walking, talking cartoon character, and says unlike Cena, he's been true to himself to the whole time. He says Cena has always been about fame and money. He talks about Cena saying he raised everyone's kids. Orton says the only thing Cena has raised is the price of his merch. He asks Cena where his values are and brings up how Cena said he would end Orton. Orton says Cena is the latest legend he needs to put down. He says he'll punch Cena's head at Backlash, but not before he drops Cena's ass with an RKO. Alright, anyway, backstage talking about, get our way and stuff, blah blah. Anyways, Randy Orton's backstage talking about truth and stuff, and comes up to him and tells Cena will destroy him. Jimmy Uso comes by and tells Orton to not mind truth. Truth tells Uso that Cena told him that Cena will win and that Cena is the last world champ before leaving Uso, saying they're all confused and annoyed. Alright, fifth match. Oh, okay. So I thought it was 5 matches, but it's 6 matches. Never mind. Anyways, Rey Fenix versus Santos Escobar. All right, this is the fifth match. Escobar delays locking up with Phoenix. When they finally do, Escobar gets Phoenix and waist lock or something. Phoenix is slammed down, but then counters the whole. Phoenix chops Escobar, and Escobar returns the chop. They chop each other back and forth, and Escobar knocks down Phoenix with a solid chop. Escobar tells Phoenix to join him, and Phoenix responds with a chop. Phoenix pushes down Escobar, and Escobar dodges a lucha kick and takes down Phoenix with a wrist lock. Escobar is knocked out of the ring, and Phoenix jumps out of the ring and hurricanes Escobar outside the ring. Escobar pushes Phoenix into the apron and slams him into steel steps. Escobar gets back in the ring and flies over the ropes onto Phoenix on the floor. You get a commercial break. Alright, back to action. Escobar and Phoenix punch each other in the corner. Escobar kicks Phoenix in the corner and hits a flipping splash over the ropes on Phoenix and covers Phoenix for two. Phoenix is placed in an arm bar stretch hold, and Phoenix breaks free and kicks Escobar and slams him into the turnbuckles. Phoenix hits a springboard moonsault and covers for a near fall. Phoenix kicks down Escobar and covers again for a 2 count. Phoenix stumbles onto his feet and gets the crowd riled up. Phoenix kicks down Escobar. Escobar hits Phoenix with a kick, and Phoenix nails Escobar with a kick before hitting the mat. And now both men are laid out. Phoenix jumps onto Escobar's shoulders, and Escobar slams him into turnbuckles. Escobar knees Phoenix in the corner and hits an underhook backbreaker and covers Phoenix for two. Phoenix is back on Escobar's shoulders, but counters out of it and kicks Escobar. Phoenix hits Adios Amigo and hits a top rope Meteoro and covers Escobar for the win. So winner is Ray Phoenix. Alright, Jay Cargo and Timmy Strong talk backstage, blah blah about number contender stuff. Alright, cut backstage with a TLC match and all that stuff. Alright, blah blah blah. Oh, okay, so anyways. I'm sorry, the backstage kind of like, it's a lot of talking and stuff. That's what I was trying to skip. Alright, anyways, sixth match. This is the main event. Tiffany Stratton and Jay Cargo versus Nia Jax and Naomi. Before the bell rings, Jax and Naomi attack Stratton, and Cargo. Stratton sends Jax out of the ring, and they continue to battle outside the ring. Jax is driven into a steel steps in the ring. Cargo takes down Naomi, while Jax demolishes Stratton outside the ring. Cargo sends Naomi out of the ring and goes outside the ring, and after her, Naomi is slamming into a barricade, and then Cargo sends her back in the ring. Naomi kicks kicks down Cargo and slams her into a turnbuckle. Cargo is raked in the back, and Naomi snap mirrors Cargo to the mat and kicks her in the spine. Naomi slaps Cargo and tags Jax. Cargo kicks down Naomi, and Jax stream rolls Cargo and slams her into the mat. Jax knocks Stratton off the apron, and we cut commercial break. Back to Smackdown, Cargo is tossed out of the ring by Jax, and Naomi tries to attack Cargo, but doesn't. Jax goes to get Cargo, and Cargo throws Jax into a barricade. Back in the ring, Cargo is elbowed to the mat and then swung into the turnbuckle. Jax forearms Stratton, so Cargo can't tag out. Cargo attempts to slam Jax, but fails and then and gets squished instead. Naomi is tagged in, and she leashes a series of punches onto Cargo. Cargo hits Naomi with a flapjack face, but shoot, I think I was lost. With a flapjack facebuster and tries to tag Stratton, but Jax is tagged in, and she pulls Cargo away. Cargo breaks free and tags Stratton. Stratton beats on Jax and hits a backhand spring elbow on Jax. Stratton counters a Samoan drop to crucifix pin and fails. Stratton connects with a drop double kick and goes up top. Jax stops Stratton and Samoan drops her. Naomi blind tags in, and which pisses off Jax. Naomi goes for her split blade moonsault, but Stratton gets her knees up. Stratton tags in Cargo, who kicks Naomi and then kicks Jax. Cargo and kicks Jax. Cargo slams down Naomi and hits a rack attack esque move and then slams into Naomi in the corner. Cargo choke slams Naomi and covers until Jax breaks the pin. Jax drags Naomi in the corner and tags her. Jax hits a running elbow drop and a senton and covers Cargo. Stratton breaks a pin with a swanton bomb, making Naomi run in and attack Stratton. Jax squishes both Naomi and Stratton in the corner and pushes them out of the ring. Jax then squishes Cargo against the ring post and sets her up for the Annihilator. As Jax is climbing, Cargo gets up and powerbombs Jax and gets the win. So winners are Timmy Stratton and Jay Cargo. After the match, as Stratton and Cargo are celebrating, the ref goes to give Stratton her belt. Cargo grabs it first and pulls it over her shoulder. Stratton attacks her. Stratton asks for her belt back. Cargo doesn't let go of the belt, and Naomi runs in and knocks Cargo down, who crashes into Stratton, sending her out of the ring. Naomi lays out Cargo and possesses in the ring with the belt as the end credits roll and stuff. So yeah, it was a good show tonight. I enjoyed it. Again, a little more better what AEW has been doing lately. I know you guys are getting tired of me talking about AEW, WWE, and AEW, like, what's better, what's not better, and stuff. But honestly, I really don't give a shit and stuff. So what do you guys tell me? So, anyways, yeah, a little more better, but AEW has been doing stuff, blah blah, all that. So, anyways, good show tonight and stuff, and some good matches and all that. So yeah, anyways, that was the first video. Hope you like it, not whatever stuff. So like, subscribe, hit the button, leave a comment. If you guys want to leave a comment stuff, I don't care what you guys do. And that was it. See you guys tomorrow night for AW Collision, alright? Which will be live tomorrow, this time, alright? So, layers.